Here I am. Let's start over. Good morning. Oh my goodness. I'm Stephanie Flath, Infinite Demonstrator, and I'm coming to you live, and I'm still figuring out the differences between Facebook and YouTube and going backwards and all that kind of stuff. So, so thank you for joining me. I appreciate it. Just a sec. I'm going to, Carrie, you found me quickly. So hi Marcia, how did you find me so quickly? Just a sec. I want to make my screen bigger so that I can see better. Okay. So, oops, now I don't see Marcia's. There it is. Okay. So you're gonna have to teach everybody how to get on here quickly like that. So good morning, Jennifer. So I'm live on YouTube, and it's Wednesday, August 6th, and I went to YouTube, then on the left side of the screen was your name, and it had a ring around it to show you her live. Oh, nice. Okay. Well, that's good to know. I'll have to mention that in comments or in posts or something like that. I need to write that down. All right. Go to YouTube. YouTube. Left side. Me. Ring around for my live. Hi Marlene, thank you for joining me. I feel like that will be helpful for people trying to find me, because everybody says, oh, I finally found you. Good morning, Dot. You're on live with me. Yay. I have this at a bad angle. I have to keep looking away from everybody. Hi Jamie. All right, so I'm thirsty already. Liked and shared. Your video comes up right away when I Google YouTube videos. Well, that's good. I don't know why other people have so much problems. Hi, other Jamie. Already said hi to the first Jamie, and now you got on Stamp and Send a Smile as the other Jamie. Thank you for joining me. Well, that makes me happy that it's that easy for at least a couple of you. I don't know how. I also subscribe to you, so it shows whoever I'm subscribed to shows up first. Well, there you go. That's the key. Subscribe to me, and then come on when I'm live, and then there'll be a little ring there for you with my name or something like that. Thank you so much. Okay, so I'm gonna, while people are still trying to find me, I'm going to, easy for me also, I pop right up. Cool. Oh, good. Thank you, Roger. Is he off this week? Are you guys both off this week? Oh, I'm going to do my randomizer now so that while people are still trying to find me. If people click the subscribe button under your video, then your live has a red icon by your name, and click it. Well, it just doesn't get any easier than that. Thank you so much. So while you're watching this video, click subscribe under my video, somewhere. I don't know, it's not up here right now. But I know I've seen it on other people. Maybe it's the bottom right or something like that. Click subscribe, and then the next time you come find me, when I'm live, I'll be right there so that you can just click on it too. On the left, supposedly, so you can come find me right away. Thank you so much. Okay, heading to the randomizer to give away the couple cards that I made last week. They were the Fun Fold cards. So I have 2 of them. So I'm going to start. I have everything set up. Carrie Hacker, you're my winner again. Congratulations. First one on, first one to win. Okay, now I have to pick new winner. There we go. Start. Marlene VanderZouwen, congratulations. Oh shoot, is she on? I forgot. I feel like not yet. Where am I? No, not there. There, okay. You are on. Oh, good. Sorry, I never remember who's on when I start going. It's crazy. I just have such short-term memory when I'm live. Okay, so today I'm excited to show you. I'm working with several different bundles actually, but specifically what my focus is, I need to pull it out. I wasn't gonna just pull it out because seeing it in the package or seeing it's just not the same without what I'm going to do to it. What I'm working with today is the Irresistible Designs 12 by 12 specialty designer paper. So I'll show you, but it doesn't look like much like this. There are 6 12 by 12 pieces of, it's very cardstock like. It's really thick. It's not thin like design paper is, or thinner like design paper is. And it's already made, it's white with clear embossing on it, and it's for working with it. I mean, you can do whatever you want with it, obviously, but you add color to it, and it gives you the emboss resist technique without having to do the embossing yourself. So when you emboss on cardstock, clear emboss on cardstock, and then add color in whatever way you're going to add color, the lines of clear embossing resist the color, so they stay white. So anyway, we have cardstock already, or specialty designer paper. Is that what it's called? Specialty designer series paper. Yeah. That can do that for us already. So I'm going to be working with that. There are 6 sheets, 2 each of 3 designs, and I'm going to show you a different technique on each design. So it'll be fun. So I have lots of things that are pulled over here to work with it. So I'm going to put you down. So Carrie, close your eyes. Okay, putting you down and locking, and then I need to spin still. Okay, spinning now. All right, I think we're all set here. All right. Oh, cool. That's nice. Dot says she did it for, oops, shoot. No, I don't want to do that. There was something wet on my phone, and I was trying to wipe it and then tried to do something else. That doesn't work. We don't want to do that. She did that for Sherry's wedding card. I didn't get to see your card like I got to see Marlene's. Okay. So the first thing that I'm going to do, well, I'll show you what I'm using first. So there are a few things, well, here are dyes that I'm using. So I'm using a lot of shadows today. I don't know why. Is there a light on this one? I forgot. I don't think there's a light on YouTube. I don't see anything. I'm not sure why. It's bright here. Sorry. Hopefully it'll go okay when I'm actually doing my crafting. Okay, so I'm using Gallery Blooms again and the dyes, just for one thing, and also I'm using Wonderful Thoughts in a couple different ways. This is a bundle that all of these words here in the stamp set have dies that completely cut them out. Plus there's a couple extra dies here. There's hearts, flowers, and so both of these are current right now, and I'm going to be using both of those. And then also the archway dies, which these may be last chance. Are they last chance? I don't know if it was the sweet or if the dies were two. I don't remember, but new last chance items are up as of yesterday, and so check that out. And a lot of stuff is last chance. Okay, so here is the stuff that I'm using. So this is I don't know if that's true or not. I don't remember. I just remember Arched Wishes is going. That's my favorite one. I love the cupcake in there. And the Arch Suite was last chance, but I don't remember seeing the dies by themselves on the last chance list. Okay. So yeah, I don't know. But I don't remember. I didn't pull it up actually. I only looked online. So this is Lost Lagoon. And here is, I'll show it to you clear. I use this with the arch die with this. Can you tell that there's flowers embossed on here? There we go. Now you can see it. Okay. So I'm going to use this. And I'm going to use Pool Party. And I'm going to use my blending brush. So I'm going to grab some color and rub it onto here. So wherever the flowers are, it stays white. And the rest, oh good, I'm glad you could see the embossing. The rest, the cardstock underneath it, gets colored. I feel like this is my favorite way that I've tried anyway. Maybe there are other ways to do adding color. I'm going to show you 3 different ways today, but this is my favorite way to add color. So I can keep going if I want to like even out the color. I sort of like a splotchy. I like there to be a little bit of interest. It looks faded or bright or whatever, except I do want a little bit more right here. Now, there's one more thing that I want to do. I know, isn't it awesome? And it makes it easy so you don't have to actually do the embossing. Just a quick reminder or mention, so the cards that I'm making today, if you place a $30 order through Tuesday, what is Tuesday, the 12th, you'll get one of each of these card kits. Hola! What is your name, Frosty? I'm not sure who you are. Thanks for joining me. So I want to add a layer without adding a layer. And not a lot of people like doing this, but I'm taking my ink pad and going direct to cardstock. And I'm going to go around the whole outside edge. And it adds deep color just right at the edge. Except it still has the, you still can see where the embossing is. So it does not add the color there still. But I have a nice edge around it, so it sort of looks like I'm also a YouTuber. Cool. Well, I'm happy that you're here. Are you a crafter? What kind of craft do you do? So I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. You're trying to hit 200. Okay. So I am, so it looks like I have a layer without actually having a layer. So I'm going to put this down on my card base, but I'm getting, you're getting demotivated or you're getting motivated? Okay, so I'm putting this on here on my card base. So you sort of can see that it looks like that there's a layer on there. Okay, now I want to stamp my flower and my greeting. So you can see I already did these once. Nope, if you're going to come trying to get help here, then you're not welcome here. That's not the way you do things. Okay, so I'm taking my flower. I love these flowers. I'm taking my flower and inking it up in black. And we're going to stamp it on the white here. And then I'm also going to stamp my greeting, which is congratulations. So I sort of made this a wedding card too, Dot, just like you did. So I have this here. Congratulations. All right. So I already have congratulations die cut. Oh, and quick mention about this. I'm going to show you the stamp set again. So these dies are pretty close to cutting the very edge of the greeting. So it does take a little bit. Thank you. I'm glad you like it, Jennifer. It does take a little bit. There's a learning curve. That's what I always say when you need to take a minute to do it. So just be patient. You do need to have it really close to the words. And I have a die cut already, but I'm gonna do I'm gonna do the flower on here. So I'm using my mini boss. Remember, I'm going to show you this before I do it. Remember, you need to remember the capital E. So the top, when you're using the mini machine, it doesn't matter with the big one, but you need more leverage for the smaller handle on the mini and how tight it is. The top layer needs to be long on the end that's going in. Yes, I have many people say it doesn't fit. The top plate needs to be long, the middle one is short, and the bottom one is long. So we're going to put this on here and grab my die. Put it on here. This is one of the reasons why I don't like doing the dies in the middle of my demo, is because trying to line them up perfectly. All right. See, and with my method here with the capital E, it didn't even, it did not even have a problem going through. All right, and here's my flower. Okay, so done with this. Get this out of the way. Okay, so, oh, I forgot. I put adhesive sheet on the back. So I'm going to take off the backing. I was so smart, I thought I forgot that part. Take off the backing, and I'm going to put it here. So I'm sort of hanging off a little bit and up onto most of it. And then I need to grab my congratulations. I'm not showing you the rest of it though. Grab my congratulations. See, it's pretty close to cutting to the words. So this is so small, I'm going to use mini dimensionals. So I'll put it on back here. So my embellishments that I'm going to use are the, oh, there. Iridescent Faceted Gems. This one's too big, actually, for this skinny little thing. I need my scissors, my snips. The Iridescent Faceted Gems are last chance also. Crazy. There's still some sticking out. Okay. So we're going to put this right here. So we have congratulations. Now we just need to add a little bling. So I'm going to use my iridescent gems. Iridescent faceted gems is what they're called. And I'm going to put a big one down here. And 2 little ones right there. And there we go. This one's done. Thank you. I'm glad that you like it. Okay, so that was one method with the blending brush. And obviously this is the flowers. Okay, now the next one that I'm going to do, thank you. The next one that I'm going to do, first of all, I'm using the pears again. And thank you, Marlene. Yeah, it is easy. You don't have to pull out the powder and everything for that. Okay, so for this, I did all the die cutting that I'm planning to do ahead of time. Okay, so my intention, so this is Old Olive. My intention is to show you another technique, but I didn't like it as well on the size of piece that I had. So I don't know if you can see this or not. I'll try to get it in the light so that you can see. These are leaves. They're open line leaves. I can't see where. Oh, there. I saw a shimmer or a shiny for a second. Anyway, these are leaves. Now, my intention is to show you another method to color this, but I didn't like this one as well with as big of a piece. Okay, I'm glad you saw them. You'll see them better when I get color on here. I didn't like this with this big of a piece. Actually, I had a larger one when I first did it, and I'll show you in a second. But I'm going to show you with Stampin' Blends. So I'm using Mossy Meadow. I'm actually using light Mossy Meadow because it worked better with my card, and my dark one is dying and I need to get new ones. So anyway, so I'm going to just put this on here. And I think it works okay. Well, it worked until I picked it up. You know how blender pens, no, Stampin' Blends, they don't show the lines like regular markers do? Well, it tends to show the markers in this. I don't know if it's because I have to do so much or what. And I don't really like you when you tipped it back. I could see the, oh, good. Okay. Not sure if this works or not. I feel like this just soaks in somehow too much in here. And this is not the way that I preferred it. So I'm showing you a technique with a smaller area. It's okay. But I decided that for this one, I'm going to do the blending brush also. So I showed you how you can do it. You can add ink there, but I'm using, so I used Mossy Meadow for this, but I'm using Old Olive. Once I put my pieces together, I liked it better with Old Olive for the blending. So I'm going to pick up the Old Olive ink again and add it to my leaves. Sorry, I'm shaking the table. I'm being kind of vigorous. Who knew you could be vigorous in your stamping? really makes the white pop, but yes, the color looks striped. Yes, I know. It didn't until I picked up my marker. As soon as I picked it up, because I needed to reposition my hands, then I couldn't get the right coverage so that it didn't look stripy. Okay, so I'm good with that. So we have the leaves here, and I'm going to do Thinking of You on here. Where's my Thinking of You? I don't need Old Olive anymore. Oh, I do, but for something else. Where did my black go? I hid it. Okay. So I'm doing Thinking of You. This is from the Wonderful Words bundle again. So I'm just stamping this here. So I already have one die cut, but I'm just stamping it so that you see it. And then I need to stamp my pears. So first thing is, I'm using Memento with, I'm using the small pears this time. I'm not sure what that color's coming from. Okay, I think I'm done with this for now. Okay, now I'm inking up my pears just a little bit differently than I did last time. I don't know if you remember, if you watched me last time, but so I have the small pears there, and they're on the stamp together, and I'm inking it up. This is Darling Duckling, which is the newest yellow in the In Colors, and I'm taking Mossy Meadow, and this time instead of stamping and then adding the color, I'm grabbing color from the pad and doing it right on the stamp itself. So I'm gonna try to blend it up here. All right, and then I'm gonna stamp it right in. Oh, nice. Okay, there's my pears. Okay, and what I'm gonna do, just like for the last time, I'm using crumb cake this time. I'm coloring the stem here, the wood stem. And then I'm using Stampin' Blends. I'm not going to try to do the daubers for this. See, my dark it's dying. It's pretty much dead. There's color, but you can't get the tip. So I'm adding a little bit of color and then taking my, this is bad. I just made this die from using it on the when I colored that piece. Oops, one more. That'll have to do. Good thing I have the other one. Okay. So here are my pears, and I'm gonna grab them from, there's this and this. Sorry. All right, so here are my pears, and here's my Thinking of You. Now, oh, I forgot, I have one more thing. So I don't need the Darling Duckling anymore. So I'll put these aside for the moment. Now I have my, so I did die cut this twig, I guess we'll call it, from this is from Crumb Cake. And I'm gonna use my Mossy Meadow again. And I'm using my dauber this time. And so I'm trying to get, I want the leaf and like the stem of the leaf, because I feel like those are, the twig is wood, but the stem of the leaf itself is green. This looks really cool when I'm done. I love this look. feel like I don't use tons of dyes other than if I'm like stamping the words on it or something like that. So I don't feel like I do this much where I'm trying to color on a dye. Doesn't that look cool? I'll put it on here. You can see it better on here. Nice, right? Okay. And Jamie loves the pears. Oh, good. All right. So one more thing before I put this all together. I hope I remembered my adhesive sheet on the back of this too. Oh, good, I did. Okay. One more thing before I put this together. This looks a little bit more normal. What I want to do is similar to how you can work with the two-tone cardstock where you can show the white core. I want to do that with this also. So I have it colored, but I want it to show, I want to show the stark white against it. So there we go. Now, I just remembered one more thing. Okay, so this is a little bit scary to do. You have to be daring to do this. And my results were not exactly what I had in mind, but I still liked it enough for a background. So I'm taking my ink pad and doing direct to paper again. What I had in mind was a crosshatch look for the background before when I had my card together, I decided I wanted a background. Well, so I didn't quite get a crosshatch, but I still liked it. So I'm going to take the edge and I'm going to just go across it. So it's not a totally straight line, but I still liked it, so I went with it. So I somehow end up turning it. I don't know, but I like the look. So we're going to put one more right here. So we're going to go with it. There. Okay. Now I'm done with Old Olive. Now we're just going to put it all together. So we have our adhesive. So this is going to go down first. Then we're going to put our branch down. I have to get the backing off this. Oops, there's a cut on the leaves. So you got to get both sides of that. Okay, so this is going to go here. And I have my pears that are die cut. Just going to take bigger sections of the edge here, because they don't have to be so small. All right, so the pears are going to hang from here. I guess they're going to hang from there like that. All right, then this needs more dimensionals. 1, 2, 3. Oh, before I put this down, I want to do one thing. So remember the splatter in this set? I wanted to put it down before I put the words down. There, I like that. All right, so I didn't decide on any bling for this one. I have the ones that go with the pears. They were here. Oh, here they are. I think we need to use these. Thank you. I'm glad that you love it. All right. So do you think we can get away with using yellow on here, or do you think we need to go with the green? Very pretty. Thank you. I was a little more straight on my lines in the background. Marlene says yellow. Dot says yellow. I about said Dorothy. I never say Dorothy. Okay, we're gonna go with yellow. I'm not sure where I want it though. Okay, so maybe we'll do, these don't come off well with the ooh, that looks good. Can you guys see that well too? That looks pretty good. These do not come off well with the take your pick tool because they're so flat. Oh, nice. I like that. Cool. Okay, so I have to show you my original version. This was my first attempt at my lines. I still liked it, but it definitely wasn't it wasn't what I had in mind when I did it. Oh, I love this card. This makes me happy. Okay, so remember, you get one of each of these card kits to be able to make this. So you're gonna have to have the stamps, because I can't send stamps if you didn't know that. Or I can't send stamped images to you. That's against, I need to make this one, or when it, there you go, you need to. Okay, so last one, let's see, what am I using? Okay, so I'm using these dies. These are the meant to be dies. And these are going away. I think a bunch of the bundle is. I think I saw the designer paper, the cute, or the stamp set. I don't know which, but for sure these are going away. So I already did the die cutting for this. And do you remember? I need to pull this over here because it looked better with it. Do you remember that each hexagon makes the border and then the inside? So you get two pieces. So anyway, so I'm gonna do this. So this is the same designer paper that I used last week with the floral charm, and same colors. I just liked it. So but I haven't been showing that first. Now this one, so I cut this one into the hexagon. This one's got the sort of plaid lines. I'm trying to find the light here. Oh, there it is. Can you see they go both ways? Now, another thing, when I cut this, you can do it however you want, but I realized I was kind of particular when I cut it. I realized that I wanted my lines to be parallel with the lines that are on here. So I wanted my edge to be parallel. So anyway, so here's this. Okay, now the last way that I'm going to do, I'm going to take a chance again, but I'm going to warn you before I do it, that when you do this method, you might want to do it on some other non-porous surface, such as you could do it on you could do it on here, as long as you don't go in the lines here. You could do it on your die container. You could do it on your stamp case. You could do it on a cutting mat. I'm going to be, well, when I first tried it, the way that you can try it is we're going to put our thumbs on our ink pad and press hard to get a palette. But the thing was there wasn't enough of a color palette here when I tried this. So I'm trying to do just a tiny little dot of ink refill. There, that's gonna do it. Last night when I was doing it, I made 2 dots and it was a whole lot of ink, and I did not need that much. So so for this, I'm warning you, we do not carry aqua painters anymore, currently. I think that we had a problem with a vendor or something like that. And this is actually the old set of them, not even the one that we just got rid of. So if you don't have an aqua painter, first of all, what it is it's got water in the handle. Sorry, I needed a drink. It's got water in the handle that you can fill up. And then it's got a paintbrush tip. Now you can just do it with water and a paintbrush without this if you want, but I like the convenience of this. So I always do this to get it going. I get my hand wet. And I also want to do it here because I want to, Blackberry Bliss is a lot of dark. I want to water it down. I want enough color, but I want to water it down. Okay, so hopefully, oops, I got it on my thing here. All right, so hopefully it's watered down enough. So I'm gonna go over this, pick up more color. Now you kind of want to do it fast so you can spread the color, and so you're not spreading so much water, so much wetness. Now you still end up spreading a lot of wetness. And it's a little bit harder to get it an even look. Like I should or can pick up color and try to add here, but I'm not going to be that particular. As you can see, it's curling a little bit because of the wetness. And I'm going to let this dry while I work on the rest of the card. So, first of all, sorry about that. Because I added water and there's so much color here, and I don't want to water down what's on here, I'm actually cleaning this. Now that this is all that I'm doing, so I'm not, if I were wanting to do more, then I would do more right now. But I'm done, and I want to clean this out, and I don't want it to water down my ink pad. So I'm being lazy by putting it in the lid of this and watering it down and all that kind of stuff. But I'm cleaning up my laziness with my baby wipe. I know, look at me. Okay, oops, I can't close it. Okay, I'm done with this. All right, so this needs to dry. It's still sort of moist, and that's not what we want at all. Oh, one more thing. You want to run this off. I don't know where I want to do it. You want to get the rest of the color out of. Glad you showed that, because I would have thought it's okay to just close and let the water go on ink pad. So I'm running this. I'm gonna check on my scrap here. There's still some color, so I want to. I don't know if you can see that, but I still have color in here, and so I'm just gonna run it off. I'm squeezing while I'm doing this, so water's coming out, and I'm getting the rest of the color out. I feel like it's like it was purple, now it's just clear. So yes, you definitely, if you're just doing a little bit of water in your lid, like if you just make the, I'm going to do it again. If you're just making this, this palette by pressing your ink pad down, and you're just picking up color and coloring and not really squeezing water or not squeezing much water into here, it's okay. But you saw how wet it all was there, and I wouldn't have wanted to put that back in. So yes, that's definitely what you want to do. Okay, so now back to, this is going to dry. Now back to this. So I made another bookbinder card. Excuse me. So if you, by the way, the bookbinder card this way is really easy. The last one that I actually showed, where I demoed it, I made it be a gatefold also. So there was the open was right here, But this one is really easy. Even as far as cutting. So, excuse me, you cut it at 4 1/4 to cut the long way. And then when you score at the 2 lines that we have stuck in our brain already. You score at 5 1/2 and 4 1/4 because you want this to be square. So this is 4 1/4, this is 4 1/4. So really easy lines to remember for doing a bookbinder fold. Now if you're doing that gate one too, that's a whole other thing, and I'm not getting into that one today. Okay, so you crease it backwards on here because we're going to adhere this down. So I'm putting, oh, there's not much Blackberry Bliss in this. There's a tiny little bit right there. All right, I'm gonna put this down. Oops, I picked up my backing. I didn't throw it away, I just set it aside. And I didn't put it in my pocket. That's what I usually do. Okay, so, oh, by the way, this card base is Timid Tiger again. And although this is not Blackberry Bliss, it still goes well with it. This is the Petunia Pop Iridescent Ribbon, I think is what it's called. Petunia Pop. Yep, Iridescent Ribbon. So we're going to tie this. Okay, I have it nice and tight. I did right over left and then left over right. And you always need to work with the one that's on top. That's what you need to pull through. So we cut here. Oops, that wasn't quite short enough for the other one. That did not work well. All right. Okay. I'm doing this because I feel like it needs it for the hexagon also. I'm just using liquid glue. It needs something to hold this well. And I have that ribbon now. In fact, 2 rolls. This is my second roll and it's almost gone. Of course, when you design a card with it, that's what happens. Okay, so you want to make sure that this is holding well before you start working with it again. Oh, I have too much glue coming out the other end. Because this part needs to stay. We don't want this to open up while we're trying to do stuff with it. Okay. So there's that. I need my silicone mat. I should have done that already. Can you believe I've been working all this time without it? Without my silicone mat? Okay, so what I want, I'm gonna see if either of these line up right. Ooh, that one is perfect. Okay. So I'm putting down my frame. I did not put adhesive. I'm afraid to squeeze this. I did not put adhesive sheet on the back of this because, well, honestly, I didn't think of it till later, and then I wasn't sure how it would work with getting the whole thing wet, because I can't just put it on the frame. I would put it on the whole thing. So anyway, concentrating like I'm coloring. Well, I guess I was coloring. I was coloring my adhesive on my liquid glue on my piece. Okay, so we're gonna put this here. Ooh, slide it. Shoot, that's gonna make glue be everywhere. I was trying to avoid that. Oh, well, inside won't matter. Just right here will matter. Okay, so I have my frame down. The first one that I didn't put a frame down. I forgot why. Oh, I know. I die cut it after I needed to try this 3 times because the first color that I did it with I didn't like. I tried Berry Burst and I wanted it to go with this designer paper and I just didn't like the look of it. Okay. So I didn't have a white frame for this one, but I definitely like it better. And I'm trying to, so I need to find which lines work. Because I found, there we go. This is the way. Okay, so I'm using liquid glue again because I want something that's going to hold it down. Excuse me. Hold it down to keep it from curling back up. I don't want it close to the edge. It will squish out to there. Okay, double checking my lines again. Yep. All right, so I'm just going to hold this down. Thank you. Thank you for the bless yous. So this ends up being a mix of designer papers, basically, when you do this, which I found that I like. I'm not sure if these are holding the way that I want it to. This next part will probably help it. Okay. So this flower here that I die cut in black, this is from the Wonderful Words. Is that the one? Is that what I call it? I gotta make sure. I feel like I'm calling it wrong. I can't find it. Wonderful Thoughts. Oh, Wonderful Thoughts. I think I've been calling it Words this whole time. Oops, it's not coming out the way it's supposed to. Okay. So when it comes out right, almost all of these pop out when you peel off the adhesive sheet. Did it fairly well, but it took a minute. I've been sneezing all of this week. That's no fun. All right. So I really like the black on here. This makes me happy. Okay, now I could do a Thinking of You again because I have another one, but I wanted to remind you of these things. I was thinking recently that I might need to do a class with these. I need to see the name. Greetings for All Mix and Match Ephemera Pack. So I feel like I want to do a black greeting. Oh, happy day. Hey, you did it. I think those are the only black greetings. Or do you think of what? No, I definitely like black. Maybe I'll do a thank you. It seems like they're a good size. I don't know that I like it. I went with, hi Kathy. I went with just the Thinking of You before, and now I'm questioning it. Hay doesn't look good with flowers. All right, let's try this again. Is it in there still? Now I'm looking for my container that had all my die cut pieces. I'm going back to Thinking of You. I don't see a greeting on here. I thought I had a greeting on here that I wanted, and I don't. Did I chalk it? Okay. can't find it. Oh, there it is. Way across the table from me. Okay, here's my other thinking of you. Yeah, we're just going to go with that. Okay. So, Kathy, I've been working today with, it's called, I gotta read it, Irresistible Designs Specialty Designer Paper. So it's white cardstock with clear embossing on it. And so I've been adding color in 3 different ways. And this is my last way. Okay, so I'll put Thinking of You on here. And then I'm going to go with the iridescent faceted gems again. So we're going to grab one of these. We're going to put one here by the flower. Up here. And there. So here's my last one. That's it. That's all I have to show you. Okay, so I'll pull my other cards up here in a second. I'm gonna get rid of this stuff in a minute. But while I'm doing that, reminding you that, just a sec, I need a drink. Reminding you that the last chance list has been updated, so there are more things that are available and discounted. My cookies and cards, or cards and cookies class, is open for registration. Oh, I forgot this part. Okay, so there is a sale going on through, thank you, Jamie. There's a sale going on through the end of this month on all of the 2025 through 2027 in colors items. And the thing is, the things that are on sale aren't just like the cardstock, ink pads, markers. It like includes kits or designer paper that has in colors in it, like the Painterly Pears designer paper. There's Secret Sea in it. I guess that's what anything that has new in colors is discounted through the end of this month. So that's a cool thing to be able to do. For us demonstrators, we have pre-orders that we can do right now for the new catalog. So if you join my team, you also have the chance to do to pre-order. So anyway, there's that. I'm gonna have a Christmas class. Oh, it's right here is where it's at. Like it's sticking somewhere. I'm also gonna have a Christmas class the end of the month, the 28th and 29th, Thursday night, Friday morning. And I will be posting that soon. And my next Dazzling Card Club is going to be with the pairs too. So keep that in mind. That's all that I can think about right now. Oh, my BOGO sale is going to be September 23. It's a Tuesday. If you want to come in person, you can come 10 a.m. to noon, and online will start at 3 p.m. So thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you enjoyed this this irresistible designer paper, specialty designer paper. Thank you, Kathy. Remember, you get two sheets of each design. So the flowers, leaves, and I don't know what you want to call that. Lines. Thank you so much. And if you place a $30 order through next Tuesday, you'll get a card kit of each of these. So, plaid, sure, we'll call it plaid, Jennifer. I'm okay with that. So thank you so much. Have a great week, and I will see you next. Thank you, Marlene. I will see you next Wednesday, 10:30 a.m. Eastern time, here on my YouTube. Oh, Kathy specifically, I was told, well, if you watch from the beginning, you'll hear an easy way to find me. And it starts with subscribing to my YouTube channel. So that's helpful, which you can do right at the bottom of my video. I think it says subscribe in red or something like that. Anyway, thank you so much. Have a great week. I'll see you soon. Bye.